I'm really sorry about that. I just got damn blue screen of death for some reason. I just booted up the stream. And now my face cam does not want to register for some reason. Why is that? If I do this. Nope. Nothing. Great. What if I do the virtual webcam thingy? Anything? Nope. Huh. So that's quite annoying. Not sure why that would happen. Right, we'll just have to go without face cam then, for the rest of this stream. That's super annoying. Oh. Right, so hopefully we don't get that issue again. It's really, like, it's starting to frustrate me a lot. I'm not sure what it is. I think it might be some driver issue with my graphics card, because I've had a bunch of issues in the past week related to this stuff, which is super annoying. Right. So where were we? That kind of caught me off guard. We're adding the holders, yeah, for the different abilities. So let's go back here. We did the ability holder, and we're gonna rename it, right? Characters, enemies, ability holder. I wanted to rename this to just ability, I think. Is there something called that already? No. Wait, we have enemy ability. Hold on, what is ability holder? Oh, that's the one that displays it. Yes, of course. So maybe this will rename to ability display. Feels more accurate. Now, can we rename this without breaking all the references? I hope so. Let's see, prefabs, enemy instances, ability display. Why is it not updating the inspector now? Hello? Can you update? What? Enemy health bar. What is going on? Dude, come on, please. Ability display. Okay, it seems to still function, right? Let's see. Yeah, okay. So they're working still. Great. So that means we can add the ability holder. Ability holder. So all this will do is it will literally just have a public enemy ability strength, enemy ability strength. I think that's all we have to do, right? Feels weird not having a face cam. Will it function if I... Wait, hold on. Is it working now? No. Nothing. What if I like re-add it? Is that possible? Add source. No, this is not functioning at all. It's annoying. Alright, we'll have to go without face cam entirely then. Right. So enemy ability strength. All we'll have to do then, I think, is in our enemy ability or enemy instance, we'll just have to fetch all the ability holders under the game object, and then we check which ability strength most matches ours. So it is either completely equal or it's below if we don't find an equal one. Show what I mean. We'll do in start here, right? Let's do a private void setup abilities. If game manager dot instance game settings dot enemy ability strength is not equals to enemy ability strength none, then we'll do setup abilities, right? Actually, let's do it regardless. Setup abilities, and here we'll do for each ability holder in get components in children ability holder, and I think we need a boolean which states if we want to do it like look through grandchildren and all that, which we want, of course. So let's do create a list of ability holders. Ability holders equals new. And so we'll just do here ability holders that add holder and holder dot game object set active false. There. So that disables all of them immediately. And then we'll check if game manager dot instance game difficulty no, game settings enemy ability strength is not equal to none, then we'll find the matching one pretty much. So we'll just do ability holder I guess if that is true and ability holders dot count is larger than 0. Ability holder dot best match, we'll call it, equals ability holders dot hold on. Oh, just set it to null. No. And then what we'll do here is for each ability holder in ability holders. So what I mean by like best match is maybe we don't always want to sorry, the music was a bit too loud. Maybe we don't always want to define different settings or different sets of abilities For all different enemies, for all different difficulties. Like maybe some enemies don't change their abilities based on the current like ability difficulty. And then maybe we only define one for the low ability difficulty. And if we do that, then of course we want also the standard and the high ability difficulties to still use that one if they don't find their own. So if they don't find one that directly corresponds to themselves, then we'll just use the first one that comes below them in like the hierarchy. So what we do is if holder dot enemy ability strength, if it equals, actually let's do this, enemy ability strength, let's do this, right? So we don't need to repeat ourselves. There. If it equals the one that we currently have, then best match is this holder. And then we'll just break the loop because we found the exact match. Otherwise, else if best match is equal to null, or holder integer holder is smaller than the integer value of enemy ability strength, right? No, hold on. Holder dot enemy ability strength. Then the best match is the holder. Best match equals, or I guess it would be yeah, and the holder dot ability strength is less than the best match. Something like this. It looks a bit complicated, but it just basically would just find the best match according to the ability strength that we've defined. There we go. And then here all we'll do is abilities equals new list enemy abilities of the best match dot get components. Get components in children. There. Let's go into our prefabs, back into the Desert Troll, I think one had it. Yeah. So here we'll do ability holder, and this will be the low ability. And I think we'll start by just adding this to all our prefabs, because that way we can easily just add new ones later when we want. Here we go. Now let's see if... Now none of the desert enemies should have any abilities anymore. And same with the trolls, they don't have the abilities displayed. Because there's nothing there. So which one? We had the little desert spider, right? Here. Yeah, now his ability doesn't work anymore. Perfect. Let's just add that to the rest of our prefabs then. Oh, his health bar is a bit messy, I just noticed. There we go. Oops. There we go. So that is the holders done, pretty much. Now, of course, we have to actually add the our what do you call it? The abilities. Sorry, lost my train of thought. Right. So let me just run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be back in like 2 minutes tops. All right. Let's see now. What is the next step in my little Trello board? Create ability handler based on difficulty, enables, disables. I guess let's make sure it actually functions properly as well. Let's go into enemy instances. We'll add to maybe the desert troll. Give him a normal diff as well. As well as a high. Like the bosses will definitely have different tiers. And let's make sure it enables only the right one. There it is. Desert troll. Ability holder. I need to actually disable all three, right? Guess we forgot to actually enable it back. We disable them all, but we don't enable it. So best match dot game object dot set active true. There. Now let's see. Desert troll, ability holder, low. Yeah. And then what if we give him one ability for each of these, just to make sure it functions? We give him... what do we give him? Reflect for easy. We give him damage ramp up for normal. And we give him foul play for high. Now it should be damage ramp up that he has. Reaper? Huh? Is that really what I gave him? Normal. Damage ramp up. What? Oh, Reaper, here. I thought I gave him... Okay, haste. But why did we get the Reaper one? Is the default value really low? It's odd. Okay, so let's go into game settings. Make sure... No, the default one is normal. Great, easy, high. Oh, we're playing... Is this like an easy difficulty save? Maybe it is. Let's see, so we had the haste now. Oh, it's a freeform. Yeah, that probably... Because I don't have a setting yet for the difficulty or the enemy ability level. So let's do standard and see. So now he has damage ramp up, yeah. Which he should have during the... or for the normal level of abilities. Yeah. And then what if we change to relentless? Then he should have foul play. Yeah. Great. So that means we now have like the complete freedom to change this as we want. Now, what if we play on relentless, right? Is that saved now properly? Yeah, it is. So what if we do that? Instead, we give him, we remove his high one. Like we disable that completely. Is it enough to disable it though? I'm not sure. No, it's not. We have to remove it completely. Okay, so we delete it. And let's see. And now he has haste. That is incorrect. That is not what he should have. Wait, Desert Troll. Yeah, so now he has the low one, which is incorrect, of course. So what could cause that? It would be here. If best match is equal to null. Or the holder dot ability strength is less than the one we have chosen. And right. It has to be greater than the one that we already have. There we go. Because right now it would choose the lowest one. We want to choose the highest one that's still less than our chosen difficulty. Yeah, there we go. So now he has damage ramp up, which he should. Now, what if we give him back the foul play, right? But instead we remove the normal one and we change the difficulty to normal. So now we should have foul play still, because we're on hard, yeah. And if we change to normal difficulty, then he should have the easy ability, which he does not, right? So that is wrong, still. Huh, okay. So that's a bug. Desert Troll, ability holder, yeah, he has the high one. So if holder.enemy ability strength is less than the one I have chosen, it's not less. Or is it? Holder.enemy ability strength. It wouldn't be less. It would be higher. Like high is of course larger than normal in the Xenom. Do we need to give these numerical value? I think they do get like numerical order like this by default. But maybe we have to just do it in case. No, that wasn't the issue. Okay, so why is it not? Else if best match is equal to null. It won't be equal to null, but that doesn't matter. Or the holder dot enemy ability strength. So this will be, what will it be? 3. Or if 3 is less than 2 is what this means. Wait, hold on. Create easy. I guess let's print it. The debug.log enemy ability strength, the one we have chosen, just to make sure that is correct at least. Normal, yeah. Okay, so that is correct. But then why is if holder enemy ability strength equals? It doesn't equal, does it? Wait, maybe it does. Yes, I hadn't changed this. Oh my god. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah. Of course, then it would match. Silly me. Yeah, there we go. Now we have the weakest one. Let's give him back the normal one. That will be damage ramp up. No, wait. Damage ramp up ability. Now he should have damage ramp up again. Yep. Great. So that is the it's kind of the fundamentals done for the different abilities, which is super cool to have done already. Now that while we're at it, let's clean these up, like the abilities that we have attached to all of these guys. There we go. Also, I noticed I haven't attached an icon to the reflect ability. Wait, I have. Okay, that's fine then. If you watched Monday stream, you might have missed this because I did this offline. The day after, I added a bunch of like default icons for the abilities. Right. So let's keep adding some new abilities. I want to be able to resist different controllers, if that makes sense. So like, I want an enemy that can resist archer damage outright, or at least take less damage from archers. And of course the same for mages and knights, etc. So I think that's what we'll do next. Let's go into enemy instance and see. We have take damage right here, damage. On take damage, yeah. So what if before this we do on take damage? Yeah, we have that. So what if we add another public event system.action, and this takes a value wrapper instead on before take damage. Because if we call this with a value wrapper that holds the damage, then we can manipulate the damage from other classes. So if we do this in our damage function, we do value wrapper equals new value wrapper of the amount damage that we take, right? And here we'll do on before take damage dot invoke with the value wrapper, and then after we do it, we unwrap the value. So we do amount equals value wrapper dot get value, right? And I think here we also want to pass the controller the source, so we'll add that as well as a parameter there. So let's see here, scripts, characters, enemies, abilities. So let's do a resistance ability. We'll just call it that. Let's do all of this. Resistance. Public float damage, incoming damage multiplier. We'll have it be 0.9. Reduces damage taken by incoming damage multiplier. I think, what would it be? Would be 1 divided by that, right? Times 100. 1 divided by that. 1 minus the stuff times 100. Yeah, there. Reduces damage taken by X%. Like this. So all we have to do is enemy instance on before take damage plus equals reduce damage, like this. Public void reduce damage, value wrapper, controller source. And so what we do here is we just do value wrapper dot set value wrapper dot get value times the incoming damage multiplier. And I think, honestly, that should actually work. Like, that should reduce outright the damage we take with just a few lines of code. And I think... So what if we... Hold on, let me try this. Let's give this to... like, who could have armor of these guys? Forest... let's give it to the black bear. Like, this dude has... He's got a thick coat of fur, so he has some resistance. And let's try setting it to 0, so like he will never take any damage just from this ability. Wait, that's going to crash this stuff, right? 1 divided by 0, yeah. So let's not set it to 0 then. Let's do 0.0001, something like this. Like a really small number. Let's go to a level where we have find a black bear. There. Resistant. Reduces damage taken by minus 999. It's negative. That's weird. One divided by... Right, I have to figure that out later. But yeah, that works already. Like, that already reduces the damage taken. Wait, this is... Hold on. This will just be 1 minus that, right? Now that I think about it. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. That's super cool. I'm so happy about this. Like, that already allows us to change so much more. Cool. So now we have like that outright resistance, right? Now we can add a resistance to the different classes as well. So let's do that. Characters, enemies, abilities. So here we can do archer resistance ability, and we can copy almost all of this. All we have to do is if source is an archer controller, then we reduce the damage. That's it. Maybe we can even... No, let's not do that. I was gonna say, maybe we can even, like, parent the resistance controller, or the resistance ability, but let's not do that. So what name could we have for this? Let's do... Arrow Guard, maybe. Reduces damage taken from archers by yada yada. And let's do resistance ability, copy the name. Let's also do mage resistance ability. Holy Cross reduces damage taken from mages. Of course, if source is mage controller. And of course, we add knight resistance ability as well. So here, if source is knight controller, and we'll call this parry, maybe? Reduces damage taken from knights. There we go. So that is different resistance abilities done as well. And I could add, like that already, just those 3 abilities, the ones that resist different classes, that could add so much variation. And really force you to vary up your party. Because you could, for example, encounter an enemy that like completely resists archers, but not the other classes. Enemies, no, wrong. Prefabs, enemy instances. Black Bear, so let's remove this guy's resistance ability. It's a bit broken. Let's go to, which one? Magic Mountains, maybe. And let's have the Ice Golem. Let's have this guy, for example. He will resist archers completely. Like this. Nicely done. Thank you. This is, I'm quite happy with this. Especially how fast it is to actually add new abilities. It's super nice. Let's see now. Yeah. So he's resisting the archers, but he is taking damage from the knights and the mages. That's super cool. I think we can edit this live too, right? We can reduce this a bit. 0.2. No? Reduce damage. It should be passed. Oh, right, because he got reassigned. Let's see, Ice Golem. So we do 0.25. Yeah, there we go. So now he's still taking damage from the archer. What if we do 1? Yeah, now he's taking full damage. So he's still taking damage, but it gets reduced. What if we set it to negative, then he gets healed by the archer instead? Oh, and we can also add... This also allows us to, of course, do enemies that take more damage from particular classes. Right. So that is resist mage attacks, resist archer attacks, resist knight attacks. All of those done. And of course, outright damage reduction is also done. So how many abilities do we have now? The question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 abilities, and we can freely like customize all the fields of them and combine them completely. I've always been into idle games. Magic Research being a big favorite. Magic Research, I haven't... Is that on Steam? I like the idea of forming a proper party. I have to wishlist this one. I'm really glad you say that. You like it. I haven't seen Magic Research. This game. Oh, so this is one of those, like really... where there's just like lots of UI stuff. Information and all that. That's cool. It is, but it's not like your game. Huh. There was a second one too, I saw. Magic Research 2. Huh. More spreadsheet. Yeah. That's kind of what I meant. Like, I've seen lots of incremental games like that, where it's like a spreadsheet that you manage. Huh. That's cool. I'll put this on my wish list so I can... because I'm pretty bad at trying new games. But I'll add it, so I have it. I think there should be a link to Gridle under the description, right? Where do I have Gridle here? This should, yeah, I think there is a link in the YouTube description below. There should be, yeah, should be there if you want to wishlist it. But yeah, so that is 13 different abilities done. What did this guy have? He had archer reduction. Reduces damage taken but from archers by 100%. Yeah. I didn't check, I just searched it. Ah, yeah. It's not really a complicated name. Right, so what else? Of course I have even more abilities that I've thought about. Increases damage towards knights. Ups attack speed when below health threshold. That could be cool. Bannerman. Oh yes, let's add that. Bannerman. That was like a small ability that I had in mind, where it's like a passive ability that boosts the entire party. The entire enemy party, of course. Bannerman ability. Enemy ability. Get description. And public override void initialize. There. Let's add this stuff. Bannerman. So here, oh, like a bard. Yeah, pretty much. So here, I want to define several ones. So let's do public float, party damage increase, which is 1 as the default. Public float, I think we'll just do party damage, actually. Right? Let's do 25. Increases damage of entire party by 1 minus party damage increase times 100, right? Yeah. And then here we'll have to do some thingamajigs. We'll do list of enemy health. All enemies equals base game manager instance. Get. Huh? What is it? Oh, there is no get all enemies. Public list. Enemy instance. Get all enemies. Turn new list of enemy instance. Enemies. There. So we'll do get all enemies. No. Cannot implicitly convert. Oh, enemy instance, of course. Enemy health is the platformer minigame. So we'll do for each enemy instance, enemy in all enemies. Enemy dot damage molt, right? Add new value wrapper, body damage increase. That should be it, I think. It's going to be... Oh, no, it's not going to be hard to test, really. We'll just give one of them like a huge buff and see if it registers. Let's see. Enemy instances, let's go to Goblin Land again. Goblin Healer. We'll have this guy have Bannerman for now. And let's just do like 10 times increase, just to make sure it works. Damage 38k. God damn. That looks to... Yeah, Bannerman. By minus 900? Huh? Wait. If we have this be 10, it should be 1 minus... Right, it will be minus 1. Yeah. Of course. There we go, by 900%. Okay, so they had like 40k damage. Let's just set this to 1 now to make sure it works. Which makes sure it actually registered. Yeah. So now damage is like 400. But why... I wonder why... 10. Oh, it's because we have 2 of them. So it's 10 by 10. Or 10 times 10. Yeah. It's because we had 2 of them. So now I upped it to 5x. And yeah. Got lots of more damage. So that's super cool. Let's do 1.25. Just see. We had like 400 damage before, right? So now it's 600. That's super cool. That is Bannerman done. Awesome. I think I'll do 1 or 2 more, and then we'll leave it there for this stream. Armor heat, decay. Would decay work? Let me see how the treasure chest. Treasure chest. Then inherit some enemy instance, yeah. That would work, I think. So let's do decay. That just means we'll take some HP, or we'll deal some damage, self-damage, every second. That will pretty much just be added to the treasure chest, so you can't just farm with miners or whatever when you spawn a treasure chest. Like, it will despawn after a while, or it will claim itself, pretty much. Decay ability. Go. We'll call this treasure curse, I think. Loses public float. Health lost per second is 0.01. I think we'll do. So loses health lost per second. Percentage health every second. And so here we'll just have a coroutine. So we'll do a numerator. Decay. While true, we do yield return new wait for seconds 1. Enemy instance dot damage. Enemy instance get max health times health lost per second. There. So if we just add this to our little chest. Oh, not the falling chest, the chest enemy. If you just add that here, the decay ability, then the golden chest should now start like damaging itself every second. Let's just do all miners here. See if we can get chest to spawn. What is the game settings set to? Max time between chests 600. Okay, let's just load our settings. Let's change that to 10. So we should spawn like immediately. There we go. We can reassign the miners. And it should start damaging itself. Wait, did I even call? No, I didn't. Ah, of course. Start coroutine decay. I didn't even start the method. Let's see now. We get a chest. Let's assign some miners again. Yeah, it starts decaying. Treasure curse. Loses 1% health every second. Because that way you can't just farm miners like this constantly. Because this is, I think this will be a super OP strat. Now there's a lot of chests spawning. I want to mess around with this. Like, what if we do 0.2 here? It didn't work. Oh! Ay, ay, ay. 0.1. Oh, no. Oh my. Yeah, they start clipping through the floor. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's a bit much, maybe 0.1, yeah. They should despawn soon enough. Yeah, there we go. Right, so that's decay. Treasure curse. So that way we can't just farm infinitely. Maybe, as a matter of fact, it should probably be a bit more. It should be like 5%, maybe. 2.5. It's a bit faster. Did this, oh, it does function probably, yeah. What? There we go. Yeah. I think that's better. Yeah, there we are. So that's a treasure curse ability done. Now, what about? I'm thinking more about like support enemies. Not just ones that damage. So now we have a healer. Like we can have healer enemies, and we can have bannerman enemies, ones that just buffs damage. What else could we have for support? That's the question. Healing, damage. Debuff enemies. Yeah, I do have a bunch of ideas like poison and all of that. But that wouldn't entail, like, I would need to write like an entire system for that. Like, it's not a quick ability to do, because I would want to add displays and stuff over the party members if we do some debuffs. So yeah, I want to do that eventually, but I don't think it's a quick thing to do. So I think we'll do like a couple of quick abilities. Final Stand is a cool one, which means it will increase the attack speed once an enemy goes below a certain like health threshold. So like once they're at 10% health or less, then they start really going fast with their attacks. Enemies. Ability. Final Stand ability. So let's copy from one of the ones that we register damage, which will be Reflect ability. Yeah. Ability. On take damage. Right, we'll have to do a function here. Public void. Took damage. Just call it. Float damage. Took damage. There we go. Enemy instance dot get max health. Right, do we not have a deal damage? Right, we don't have a public float get health. Return health. So here we'll do float health equals enemy instance get health. float max health is equal to enemy instance dot get max health, of course, and then float percentage equals, that would be health divided by max health. Health threshold, is that how you spell threshold? Threshold, yeah, it is. Oh, not two H's, yeah. So let's do 25. And then public float attack speed increase equals to, or attack delay molt. Again, we'll do something like that. Right. Let's also do, I guess we'll have to do value wrapper. Wrapper equals new value wrapper 1f. Or we'll initialize it in the initialize method, of course. Enemy instance dot attack delay molt, add value wrapper. So then we have our own wrapper that we can, or our own value that we can manipulate how we want. So we'll do if percentage less than or equals to the health threshold, then value wrapper, set the value to the attack delay molt. Final stand increases attack speed by, and how did we do with the haste one? It's a bit messy. By all of that. Increases attack speed by X percentage once health dips below health threshold times 100 to string. There. Is that it? I think that is it. Yeah. So let's try it. Prefabs, enemy instance. Let's go to Magic Mountains. And let's give it to this guy, the Abyss Dog. We give him final stand ability. We increase the attack. We 10x his attack speed when he dips below 50% health. Let's see how that works. Set up proper party composition for that. We'll see. There he is. Now he attacks rather slow, right? Wait to see. Why is he taking 0 damage? I haven't upgraded the mages properly. Okay, so he's attacking at normal speeds now. Yeah. Now let's see. When he dips below 50%, then he should like start going ham. Now it should happen, right? Yeah. There we are. Increases the attack speed by 900% once health dips below 50. Oh, 50%, of course we have to. But yeah, there was. He started going like completely bonkers. Here he is. Speed it up. And he attacks normally. Yeah. And now we dip below 50%. And it's he goes ham. And he just completely wipes the party. Yeah. Rip, guys. That's super cool. I'm so happy with this. These abilities are so fun to mess around with, and it's going to add so much variety to like different levels and the enemies that we can design. Right. Let's do one more, and that is a regen ability. So that is just going to be like the inverse of the decay ability that we did. Regen ability. So that will just steal the decay ability. That will catch some people off guard for sure. Yeah. Especially if it's that fast. Like it's a 10 times speed up. It's going to catch a lot of people off guard. Enemy ability. Health. So this will be health gained per second. Enemy instance dot heal. Heals. Regeneration. There we go. That is another ability done. Like that one, it's super simple, but it's you can add lots of variety, I think. So with the cube, let's give this guy regen ability, and he'll heal 1% every second. Let's see. Yeah. Now he's healing. Regeneration heals 1% health every second. Yeah. That's cool. Let's do one small tweak here, which is in our heal ability. We check if health is less than max health. I think only then do we actually want to do all of this. Because you may have seen he displayed some heal text even when he was at max health, which we don't want. Let's see. Okay, so if we cube ability holder, let's do 1. So he always like heals to max. Let's do all minors and see if he shouldn't do some heal display now. Yeah, he doesn't. What if we do 1? But we do a mage. Just so we deal a bit of damage every few seconds. There. Do some damage, he heals. And he doesn't do heal text again until he can actually heal. Yeah. That's great. How many abilities is that now? Let's check before we... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18. 18 abilities. All with adjustable parameters and support for combining them as we want. That is going to allow us to create some super interesting levels and enemies, which I'm super excited about. But yeah, I think I'll end the stream here. Oh, I had the chat hidden for some times. My bad. And yeah, the face cam is still broken. I'm really sorry about that. Like, there is something messed up with my PC. I'm not sure. I think it is just some driver issue, but I haven't managed to figure it out because I have a Radeon GPU. I don't have a NVIDIA, and their software for updating drivers is a pain in the ass. But yeah, so I got like blue screen of death an hour earlier, and that broke like the face cam on my OBS stream for some reason. I'll have to figure that out. for until Friday. But yeah, so that is lots of progress done today. We added support for different abilities based on the difficulty. We added per enemy multipliers for all of the stats. So like health, damage, money, and XP for all of the enemies. We can now adjust as we want. And then we added... I understand I dual boot Windows and Linux. Yeah, I do that as well, actually. I have Linux Mint as a dual boot. But yeah, I do most of my work on Windows. But yeah, so we added like 10 more abilities now. 11, I think, today. Which is super cool. So on Friday, I think we'll just keep working on this. We'll add some more abilities, and then I think we'll actually start setting up some enemies. Or not set up enemies, we have enemies. But we'll actually start setting up combinations of their abilities properly, now that we have different variations that we can work with. So of course, once again, if you've enjoyed the stream and you think the game looks interesting, then make sure to wishlist Gridle. It's out on Steam, and there is an early version, a very early version, out on the web for free to play. So just search up Gridle and it should pop up. Other than that, of course, subscribe or follow, depending on if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube. Well, it's my first time dropping in, but I'll try and guess the next one. Yeah, really happy about that. Thank you. So yeah, of course, if you're on YouTube, subscribe. If you're on Twitch, follow. And hopefully see you all on Friday.